Hello, and welcome to My Point of View movie review. Now, today's review, Joker. This movie was phenomenal. I'm gonna cut to the chase right now. I believe this is my favorite movie of the year. I'm not saying it's the best movie of the year, but so far, it's my favorite movie of the year. And it took all the way to this point to find my favorite movie. Now, last year, I knew without a shade of a doubt, BlacKkKlansman was my favorite movie of the year. Nothing even came remotely close. I love that movie. I was a tad bit biased because Spike Lee directed it, and people were crapping on that movie. All this was funny. The black people on YouTube were the one talking bad about that movie. But it won an Oscar, so guess what? Shut up. But you ever feel about a movie, and I had that same feel about Joker. This movie is absolutely enthralling. It's basically an origin story with a different take on the Joker. Now, from my understanding, there are some comic book references for this movie. Some that I'm not familiar with because I don't read comic books. I'm just totally a film fan. And throughout history, I love the original Joker from '89. Jack Nicholson. Heath Ledger, of course, is legendary. Personally, I like the Joker from '89 better than the one in the Nolan series. That's just my personal taste. But what Joaquin Phoenix did in this film is unmatched. He is a method actor. He stays in character, and I can only imagine being on the set with this man. It must have been horrifying, but he pulled it off. Zazie Beetz, oh my God. Robert De Niro, excellent. Now, Zazie and De Niro are not in the movie as much as you might think they are. They're just not. But they're excellent in the roles they're in. Joaquin Phoenix is probably in damn near every single scene in the whole film. He is the main focus. I've never seen a film like this. It stays on him the whole time. So you see him fall into descent of madness. But the cool thing is, the way Todd Phillips directed this movie, he was already mad. It was just laying dormant. And everything that happened to this man gradually was cracking that egg more and more and more until the insanity was released upon the world. Now, this movie is extremely violent. It might get some criticisms because of recent things in the history with shootings and stuff. That's unfortunate when things happen in a timely manner, along with what really goes on in the real world, but it's violent. And the sound design in this film is incredible when it comes to the killing. I know that sounds morbid. I'm telling you, when you hear the Joker kill people, it's will make you squeal in your seat in a theater. It's astonishing filmmaking. Todd Phillips. I only seen Hangover 1. Didn't care to see 2 or 3. I wasn't fans of those movies at all. But you never know about an actor or a director, in this case, what they can really do with new material. Because they did comedy, action before, can they do a serious drama thriller? Yes, they can. Some directors go from one extreme to the other, and they're perfect for that role in that movie to direct it. He directed the hell out of this movie. I extremely love the color palette in this movie. He uses these tones and atmosphere type colors to really give it a grungy, dirty, uncomfortable look. But at the same time, the greens are really green, the browns are really brown. Very earth tone colors are brought to the surface in this film. And I love the filters he used in this film grade of this film. Matter of fact, I'll give you an example. Now, this is the same color palette I used for 3 of my films I did recently. Wolf Spider. It makes you feel warm at the same time, cringy, dirty, and it seems a little off kilter because reality doesn't look like this. Reality is not this type of color, and that's the whole purpose of the movie. This movie will definitely get Oscar buzz. It's that good. And I recently seen Taxi Driver, and I see the comparisons. I see where Todd Phillips drew from to get inspiration for this film. I see why Martin Scorsese was directly involved at one time in doing this film. It's a masterpiece. Now, the ending of this movie might be divisive amongst fans. Now, if you're a comic book fan, you might see things a little differently. Me, I'm just a film buff, so I thought it was brilliant. So there might be a little controversy there. If not, it's definitely a subject of conversation about this film. And Joaquin really there is an actual disease out there for people with mental illness that can control laughter. They burst out into laughter. That's a real thing. I never knew that until I did research on this film. So it's a really tragic story of how the Joker becomes the Joker. And imagine that you're on a subway or a bus on public transportation sitting next to a dude who's thin and kind of weird all of a sudden. And he can't control it. He has tears coming down his eye. That will freak you out. And if you're a bully, you'll pick on on a person like that. But be careful who you pick on, because it might come back to whoop that ass in ways unimaginable. But that was brilliant. This movie tackles mental illness. It's not just this man is crazy and society made him crazier. No, he has a condition, along with some other things that takes him over the top. So this was the movie I've been waiting for. I didn't know it was going to be the Joker, but it is. This movie is brilliant. It's a case study in mental illness. I think it juggles the comic book world and reality just perfectly. And this movie is definitely one you will never forget. The highlight for sure for 2019. Otherwise disappointing year in movies. This summer was, it was a bad summer. But the fall has given me hope. This is a fantastic movie. Spend those monies. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. With that, I say, like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends, and leave your comments down low. Until next time, it's just my point of view. Hello. Now, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Without you, there's no me. And do us a favor, stop by the website at www.blacktastic.net and pick up some merchandise. Get yourself a hat or pick up a t-shirt. It's things like that that help keep the channel going. And also, feel free to leave a donation on the home page at www.blacktastic.net. Thank you all so much. Again, you make this so much fun. Without you, there's no me. Until next time, see you later.